Fort Monroe, Virginia. On May 24, 1861, in a bold and unprecedented move, Union Major General Benjamin Butler declared that 3 enslaved men who had escaped to Fort Monroe would not be returned to their Confederate enslavers, instead labeling them contraband of war. The decision, though improvised, would soon shift the course of the Civil War and federal policy on slavery. The escaped men, Frank Baker, Shepard Mallory, and James Townsend, had fled forced labor for the Confederate military and sought asylum at the Union-held fort in southeastern Virginia. When a Confederate officer demanded their return under the Fugitive Slave Act, Butler refused. Drawing on his legal background, he argued that since Virginia had declared itself at war with the United States, and the slaves were being used for military purposes, they could be considered enemy property subject to confiscation, just as weapons or supplies might be. This interpretation allowed Butler to sidestep both the Fugitive Slave Act and existing legal protections for slavery, offering the Union a moral and strategic edge. His ruling was quickly communicated to Washington, where it was met with cautious approval. It soon evolved into broader Union policy, allowing escaped slaves to seek freedom behind Union lines. The term contraband became widely used to describe these freedom seekers, and Fort Monroe was dubbed Freedom's Fortress, as hundreds, then thousands of formerly enslaved individuals fled to Union protection. This policy not only undermined the Confederate labor force, but also laid early groundwork for the Emancipation Proclamation and the eventual abolition of slavery. General Butler's decision at Fort Monroe marked a turning point in how the Union engaged with the issue of slavery, transforming the Civil War from a fight for Union into a battle for human liberation.